Hey everybody, welcome back to Grumpy Acres. Well, just finished loading up some wood that I split this morning. Went out and cut it yesterday, had a dead wood fall down. It was about that big around, and you know what? It's not the best wood, but it's seasoned, and it's available, and it's free. Well, I got you here. I want to talk to you about something that I found out. And you may already know this. If you don't, it may help you. I got some notes here. 1099 reporting criteria for the IRS changed on January 1st. And if you're a homesteader and you're trying to make a living off the land, these changes may really affect you. So here's what happened. So on January 1st, they changed the criteria from the reporting criteria for these third-party entities, which they call them payment service entities, if I remember correctly. So prior to that, it was a $20,000 per year and a transaction threshold of 200 transactions. So if you did below that, they didn't have to report you to the IRS. What they did was on January 1st, 2022, it dropped down to $600, and they totally took off the transaction limit. So that means that if you make more than $600 a year and you get payment through one of these PSEs like PayPal or Zelle or Venmo or Facebook Messenger Wallet or whatever it's called, they have to report you to the IRS, and they will issue you a 1099. That's going to put a great big bite into a lot of people's wallets. If you're trying to make a living off your land and you're taking payments through one of these services, the IRS just made it so the government could stick their hand way deep down into your pocket. Where that used not have to be reported, now they're going to be reporting you. Now, the reason why they made these changes was because they figured out that in the gig economy, that's people that just do one job at a time and get paid for each job. They don't make a salary. They figured out that a lot of these people are making less than $20,000 a year. And chances are, if you're homesteading and that's the way you're making your livelihood and you're listening to this, chances are that's you. So they made the changes, and they're going to force these people to start reporting you and issuing 1099 so they can tax you on it. Now, the reason why I'm telling you this and bringing this to your attention is because foreknowledge is forewarned. You may be getting 1099s. It affects the 2023 filing season, so you won't get anything this year. But starting in 2023, you may be getting 1099s that you never got before. And if you didn't know about this beforehand, it may come as a big shock. You need to start budgeting. If you rely on those third-party services to get payment for goods and services, or if you're a reseller, Yoda and I, for a long time, used to go to the auctions and stuff and buy material and resell it on eBay or through Craigslist or any number of ways. We never made more than $5,000-$10,000 a year doing it, but it helped our household budget. It was disposable income that allowed us to do some extra things around the house and maybe go on vacation a couple of times. So if you're doing that, it may affect your budget, and you need to start budgeting for it now instead of waiting for it to. Dogs are fighting. Instead of waiting for it to hit you on tax season next year. Now, the next question is, well, what do we do? What do we do to deal with this? Well, first off, let me say I am not a financial expert. I'm not pretending to be one. So, anything that I tell you is purely for entertainment purposes only. And so my first suggestion is go out and look up the changes yourself. You know, go out and find out exactly what the changes are and figure out how exactly they may affect you. Secondly, you know, if you're using those third-party services, yeah, it may not be beneficial for you to use them anymore. You know, you may want to find some alternative way to do it. Yoda and I were talking, and you know, from time to time we do use those services. She's got that. She does it through some messenger service. You know, and we would go out and buy stuff, like buy grain and stuff, and then sell it to people and get payment that way. You know, if we're doing that anymore, we're probably going to ask for cash, you know, get paid in cash. In fact, I was telling her that instead of taking, you know, money, that fiat money, we need to start asking, you know, people that we're doing that with to pay us in silver rounds. You know, at the very least, the silver round's going to hold its value better than the money has, right? You know, the real inflation the past year has been well over 16%, no matter what they tell you on the news. You know, if you look at things realistically, you know, you can make the argument that it's up above 20%. So, you know, like I said, take anything I say in that regard as entertainment value only. You know, you need to go out and you need to do the research and you need to do what's best for you. You know, if you're doing side gigs, you know, I'd keep doing them. You know, especially in this economy, it's going to be, you know, it's going to help a lot of people make ends meet. You know, because between inflation and the financial situation in the country, you know what? A lot of people are you know, maybe a little bit more hard up than usual. So anyway, I got to go put this wood in the wood crib, and I think I'm gonna go back inside and do some work inside. I've been working on one of the rooms in the house, and I'll have a video for that here shortly for you, so you can see. I've been working over the past 3 or 4 days, so I'll be able to give you a video of that and show you what it was like. You know, I was doing that work when it was extremely cold outside, and it was very important. So all the work on the outside of the house, like the chicken coop and the cutting the wood and finishing the wood crib, that all came to a screeching halt. It's still a little chilly out here. I got some stuff I need to do. We got somebody that's maybe coming by and doing electrical work for us today or tomorrow or sometime soon, so I need to clean that up. So I'll get a video of that and show you guys that. You know what? Hit the like button. If you know any more information about the 1099 changes, you know, go ahead and post it in the comments below. If you've got any ideas on how to deal with it, go ahead and post it down there, man. It's fun to hear what people think and how people deal with the craziness that's going on in our country these days. Till next time, go out, live a life done free. Grumpy G, Claire.
Thanks, Milo.